If you want to stay afloat, listen to this.
We're talking about the new NRS PFDs. Today's beer o'clock review is we've got a Cold Cuts Sub-Zero California Cold IPA from Garage Project. A little snowy scene, little hair. What do you think?
Let's give it a try.
I've tried mine a couple times already.
It's definitely got some flavour to it.
Yeah, it's nice, hoppy. Yeah, fruity. And if you go on the back here, Cold Cuts, Time to Chill, hand-selected Simcoe, Nelson Sauvin, and Waimea hops. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Garage Project.
No, you can't go wrong.
It's always good. Yeah. So there we go. There's a nice beer for you to check out. So that's the beer.
Sweet.
And then the gear today we've got a range of new NRS PFDs, and we'll kind of go in order from the basic to the more advanced. So what do you got?
Sweet. So this is the basic model of the new NRS PFDs for 2025. This is the NRS Ninja. This is kind of designed for rafting. Yeah, just a basic PFD with no safety belt. So it's got NRS's new Orbit Fit system on it. So we can see it's got a lot more wrap around than previous models. Super comfy. I've tried it on a few times. Really awesome.
So one of the things when these came out, I first looked at them, just at a glance, and I was like, oh, it's just an update. But when I put it on, and that's when I went, oh, I see the difference. So this Orbit Fit is incredible change to what the lineup has. Do you want to explain how they do it?
Yeah, sweet as. So it's got layered foam inside the PFD. So there's 2 or 3 pieces of foam here and 2 or 3 pieces of foam here. They layer them and it creates a really nice molded fit to the body.
Yeah, you can see how it's already shaped even before you put it on. So normally you've got that flat piece of foam that goes in there and you just crank it on and it bends around. This, it was like, oh, man, it's wrapping around you before you even get started. So that was pretty cool.
Super comfy. And that's on all of NRS's new PFDs of 2025, so not just the Ninja.
All right, so I've got the Ninja Pro on. So what are the differences between the Ninja Pro? Why would I choose that versus this one?
Cool. The Ninja Pro has a rescue belt. So we can see on Dan's here, it's got this little quick release toggle here. So that's if you want to use it for any kind of rescue whitewater situations.
So it's going to hook up to the back.
Yeah, hook up to this little ring here. If you get pinned on anything, you pull that and whatever you're towing just comes straight off. Yeah. Whereas on the Ninja, you can see no rescue belt. More designed for your kind of rafting, whereas if you're doing any whitewater or anything that you may need rescue situations for, that's the one to go for.
This would be a great stand-up paddleboard PFD as well. Yeah. General kayaking, really you could use that for almost everything on the water kind of thing.
Yeah, they've got a really nice clamshell pocket in the front. Get a lot of stuff in this one. You can see lots of little pockets here for carabiners or snacks or whatever else you want to put in there. Also got the shoulder straps are now sewn down the bottom here. This increases the strength of the PFD, so they're rated now, so you can pull on them, pull people out of the river. It's a lot stronger than previous years.
So that means that this webbing goes the whole way through behind the foam and then gets bar tacked at the bottom. So not just sewn in at the top here where it would be a weaker seam, so it goes the whole way through and is sewn in there and then sewn in again at this bar tacking.
Sweet. The other new PFD they've got for 2025 is the Vector. So this is going to be replacing the Zen for previous years. It's got some cool features on it. So pretty similar to the Ninja Pro. We've got a stronger, higher denier face fabric on this one. So more strength to it. Still got that standard clamshell pocket and the hand warmers that we all know and love from NRS. This also has the Orbit Fit system on it. That's on all the new PFDs. Super comfy, It also has the sewn shoulder straps down there as well. Yeah.
What's the difference on the side wrap of yours of Vector versus the Pro?
Yeah, so it goes round a little bit further. This is just for extra flotation. So in a whitewater situation, you want as much flotation as possible. The Vector has that extra foam, provides a bit more flotation, so when you're getting smashed in the river or you're swimming, just keeps you afloat a bit better. Just, yeah, a bit
So
more
it's going to
advanced.
float you a little bit higher than me, where it's like bobbing
Yeah.
along in the little
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
waves.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
And one of the things I noticed about the new PFDs when they arrived is just how nice the finishing is. All the buckles, the trims, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to start with that, Bowen, and explain
Yeah.
what this is about, because they specially designed that D-ring.
Yeah, sweet. So in your whitewater boat, you have a cow's tail, which is basically a length of rope coming from this little ring back here, attached to your carabiner, and your carabiner is clipped onto these little rings here. So in the previous models, they just had a straight split here, and that increases the chance of it breaking when you go to pull it away. In this one, they've put a bit of design effort into it. You can see it's a little bit notched there, which, yeah, is really nice. It's really nice and easy just to pull that straight off, clip it onto whatever you're towing, and carry on, which is really handy.
And if it gets caught on something while that's still hooked up, if you were to get caught on a branch or whatever, that's just going to rip right out of there and let you float free again.
Yeah.
If you want to just turn around for a second, Bo, and I'll just show another design as part of that system. The tow belts are simply, this ring is, the way they've designed the PFD is simply that'll stay in place there. It's not going to go all the way around or anything like that. So that's really nice as well. Nice little feature.
Yeah.
The other thing I really liked about this design is the aluminium adjustments, the buckles at the top there. That's just it's just nice finishing.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of a little bit long. What do you reckon?
A little bit long. So on this side, they've added an adjustment for it. So we can pull that tab there and tighten it up on this side. And basically it just evens out where the loose tail is of your cow's tail, which is really handy. Means you don't have a big length of strapping loose on one side.
Getting in the way of the cow's tail or anything
exactly.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
And then also we've got this, you've got the nice
Yeah.
glow in the dark there.
Yeah. Really good for safety situations. If a torch gets shined on the PFD, there's lots of different spots where they'll light up, which is really handy.
Now with Bowen, you can see tall guy's not a problem, but one of the features I like is that because I'm short, this is nice. These are always extra long, and these have this nice little garage pocket to tuck those away in, so you can tidy those up. So that's a nice feature for me that you probably won't even notice, Bowen. All right, let's talk about the knife ports then.
Cool. So there's two attachment points for knives on this PFD. You've got your kind of classic knife attachment point,
Which is going to
yeah,
take that
how's
sort
that knife?
of knife, where it's going to clip into that.
Yeah. And then you've got this little sheath here, which is really nice for people who like their folding knives. So you can slide that all the way in. That stays there super securely, not going anywhere. Put your finger in there and pull it straight out, and you're good to go. Really nice and efficient way to be able to get your knife in a rescue situation. Every second counts, and this is a really efficient way of being able to get it out, which is really cool.
Cool. And one of the other things they've done is that they've got this nice clamshell pocket, and the knife placement is going to be underneath that. So if you are pulling yourself onto a raft or something like that, you're going to go across that surface, and that knife is not going to get hung up as easily or get snagged like that, because it's going to go over top of that. So that's one of the nice features they've designed in.
Yeah.
What else are we missing?
Other thing on this PFD is you've got little pockets back here. So I think this would be a really good place to carry your big sling. The Ninja Pro doesn't have those. On the Vector, you do get these little pockets, which would be a really good place to carry your sling.
So I've got the hand warmer pockets, but I don't have that extra pass-through pocket in there.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, over there in the clamshell pocket. I really like the layout. You've got little pouches for kind of snacks and little whatever you need. And you've got these cool little lengths of webbing here, so you can strap carabiners to them, stop them going anywhere if your pocket comes open for whatever reason. Lots of little attachment points, which are really, really handy just for all the rescue gear.
Cool. All right, so I think that's a wrap up on the PFDs there. You've got the new Ninja, the new Ninja Pro, the Vector. Yeah, check them out. They're online at Further Faster. Cheers.
Sweet.